अस्सलामुअलैकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। इन क्वेश्चंस के अलावा जो कि मैं वीडियोस बना के लगा रहा हूँ, अगर आपको कोई और भी किसी और एक्सरसाइज से कोई और चैप्टर से कोई क्वेश्चन आपने समझना है, पूछना है, तो आप मुझसे रब्ता कर सकते हैं और मैं कोशिश करूँगा कि प्रायोरिटी पे आपके जो बताए हुए क्वेश्चंस हैं वो उसकी वीडियो बना के मैं अपलोड कर दूँ। थैंक यू। टुडे वी डिस्कस at 10th chapter 3 exercise 3.3. Let's start exercise 3.3. And the question 1 is find the third proportion of. Now let's resolve the question 1, in which find the third proportion. The first part is 6 and 12, and we find the third proportion. Third proportion is equal to x. Now we write it 6 ratio 12 proportion 12 ratio x. Now we solve this proportion, and we know that the product of internal value is equal to product of external value, means 6 multiplied by x is equal to 6x is equal to 12 multiplied by 12. So we find the value of x, which is equal to 12 multiplied by 12 over 6. Simplify it. 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, and 12 2s are 24. And it is the third proportion of part 1. And the second is A3, and other is 3a square. Here same, the third proportion is equal to x. So we write it a power 3 ratio 3a square proportion 3a square ratio x. Same here, the product of internal values is equal to sum product of external values, which is a power 3 x is equal to 3a square into 3a square. Now simplify these values. X is equal to 3a square multiplied by 3a square over a's power 3. Now simplify these values. We get 3 multiplied by 3 is equal to 9. A's power 2 into a's power 2, a's power 4 over a's power 3, which is equal to 9a. And it is the third proportion of question 1 part 2. Now the third value is a square minus b square a minus b. Same here, the third proportion is equal to x, and we write it a square minus b square ratio a minus b proportion a minus b ratio x. Same here, product of external value is equal to product of internal values, which is x into a square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a minus b. Now simplify these values. We get x is equal to a minus b into a minus b over a square minus b square. Now simplify these values. We have a minus b into a minus b over, this is a minus b, a square minus b square. We get a minus b into a plus b. Now when by simplifying we cancel each other, and the value of x is equal to a minus b over a plus b. It is the answer of part 3rd. The next is, which is part 4, x minus y whole square x3 minus y3. So the third proportion is equal to, here we have x already, so we write a. The third proportion is a for the differentiation. So writes the value x minus y whole square ratio x3 minus y3 proportion x3 minus y3 ratio a. Here product of external value is equal to product of internal value, which is a into x minus y whole square is equal to x3 minus y3 into x3 minus y3. Now simplify these values. We get a is equal to x3 minus y3 into x3 minus y3 over x minus y whole square. Now we simplify. We have a is equal to, the numerator is x3 minus y3 into x3 minus y3. We apply the formula and get x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square, and the other same values x minus y x square plus xy plus y square over x minus y whole square. By simplifying we get cancel. The remaining values are x square plus xy plus y square into x square plus xy plus y square. So these two values are the same, so we can write them as x square plus xy plus y square whole square. It is the answer of fourth part of question 1. And fifth part is, we have x plus y whole square, and the second is x square minus xy minus 2y whole square. And we write them. The third proportion, the third proportion is equal to a. We write it x plus y whole square ratio x square minus xy minus 2y whole square proportion x square minus xy minus 2y whole square into ratio A. Now we simplify these values and we know that product of internal value is equal to product of external value, which is A into x plus y whole square is equal to x square minus xy minus 2y whole square into x square minus xy minus 2y whole square. And then we find the value of A, which is equal to x square minus xy minus 2y whole square, and the other is x square minus xy minus 2y whole square over x plus y whole square. And we factorize these two values, x square minus xy minus 2y. We have x square minus 2xy plus xy minus 2y whole square into x square minus 2xy plus xy minus 2y whole square over x plus y whole square. Now by simplifying these values we get common x minus 2y plus y x minus 2y, and the other value is x minus 2y plus y x minus 2y over x plus y whole square. Further, by simplifying these values we get x minus 2y into x plus y, and the other is x minus 2y into x plus y over x plus y whole square. In the numerator, x plus y and x plus y cancel with x plus y whole square. We find the value x minus 2y into x minus 2y, which is equal to x minus 2y whole square, and it is the answer of question 1 part 5. Further, the sixth part, which is p square minus q square, p square minus q square over p3 plus q3, and the second value is p minus q over p square minus pq plus q square. In this question, the third proportion is A, and we write in the proportion form, which is p square minus q square over p3 plus q3 ratio p minus q over p square minus pq plus q square, and proportion p minus q over p square minus pq plus q square ratio A. Now we multiply internal value and into p square minus q square over p3 plus q3 is equal to p minus q over p square minus pq plus q square, and the other value is p minus q over p square minus pq plus q square. And for the value of a, we have p minus q into p minus q over p square minus pq plus q square into p square minus pq plus q square, multiply, and we multiply this reciprocal of these values, which is p3 plus q3 over p square minus q square. Now we simplify these values. We get p minus q into p minus q over p square minus pq plus q square into p square minus pq plus q square, multiply, apply the q formula, we get p plus q into p square minus pq plus q square over p plus q into p minus q, and this is a square minus b square, mean a plus b and a minus b. Now simplify these values. This value cancel with this, p minus q cancel with p minus q, p plus q cancel with p plus q, and the remaining value of a is equal to p minus q over p square minus pq plus q square, and it is the answer of sixth part of question 1 and question 2, the fourth proportion. The first part is three proportions are 5, 8 and 15, and the fourth proportion is proportion is equal to x, and we write it 5:8 proportion 15:x. The same method we use here. The product of external value is equal to product of internal values, so we multiply 5 multiplied by x is equal to 15 multiplied by 8, and x is equal to 15 multiply 8 over 5. Now we simplify these values. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 25, 3 eights are 24, and the value of x, which is fourth proportion, is 24. It is the first part of the question 2, and the second part is 4x4, 2x3 and 18x5, and we find the fourth proportion, which is fourth proportion is equal to a, and we write them in proportion form. 4x4 ratio 2x3 proportion 18x5 ratio a, and here we also multiply the external value is equal to internal values, product of internal value, which is a multiplied by 4x4 is equal to 2x3 multiplied by 18x5, and for find the value of a, which is 2x3 multiplied by 18x5 over 4x4. simplify these values to find the fourth proportion, which is A. When we simplify these, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 9s are 18, and we get 9 x power 3, and it is x power 5. The base is same, the product power is added, we get x power 8 over x power 4. The A is 9 x power 8 and divided by x power 4. We subtract this, 8 minus 4 is equal to 4, and it is the second part of the question. And the third part is 15a square b6, 15a 5b6, the other is 10a2 b5, and the last is 21a3 b3. And the fourth proportion is fourth proportion is equal to, we write here x for the differentiation, because a is available here too. We write it 15 a is power 5 b is power 6 ratio 10 a is power 2 b is power 5 proportion 21 a is power 3 b is power 3 ratio x. Now we multiply the internal values and external values, and they are equal. X multiplied by 15 a is power 5 b is power 6 is equal to 10 a is power 2 b is power 5 multiplied by 21 a is power 3 b is power 3. And further we find the value of x, which is equal to 10 a is power 2 b is power 5 multiplied by 21 a is power 3 b is power 3 over 15 a is power 5 b is power 6. And then we simplify these values. 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 3 1s are 3, 3 7s are 21. So here 2 7s are 14, a is power 2, a is power 3, we get a is power 5, and second b is power 5 plus b is power 3, we get b is power 8 over a is power 5 b is power 6. Further we simplify these values, a is power 5 cancel with a is power 5, and the other value is b is power 8 minus b is power 6, we get b is power 2, and it is the value of x, and we set the fourth proportion. The next, which is fourth part, the values are x square minus 11x plus 24, x square minus 11x plus 24, and the second is x minus 3, and the third is 5x4 minus 40x3, 5x4 minus 40x3. And in this question we write the fourth proportion, fourth proportion is equal to A, and then we write the values, x square minus 11x plus 24 ratio x minus 3 proportion 5x4 minus 40x3 ratio A. Now we simplify these values. in which some product of internal value is product of external values. So we write it a x power 2 minus 11x plus 24 is equal to x minus 3 into 5x 4 minus 40x3. Now we simplify these values, we get a is equal to x minus 3 5x4 minus 40x3 over x square minus 11x plus 24. Now we simplify the values, we get x minus 3, we take common 5x3, the remaining is x minus 8 and common is 5x3 over, and we factorize the denominator x square minus 11x plus 24, which is x square minus 8x minus 3x plus 24. Simplify these values, 5x3, first we write it, x minus 3, x minus 8, and the denominator we get x minus 8 minus 3, x minus 8. Further we simplify these values, 5x3, x minus 3 into x minus 8 over x minus 3 into x minus 8. Now we further simplify, x minus 8 cancel with x minus 8, x minus 3 cancel with x minus 3. The a, which is fourth proportion, is equal to 5x3, and it is the answer of part 4th, question 2. And for the fifth part of the question 2, we find the fourth proportion. The values we write here, P3 plus Q3, P square minus Q square, P square minus PQ plus Q square. And we write them in proportion form, which is P3 plus Q3 ratio P square minus Q square proportion P square minus PQ plus Q square, and the fourth proportion is we write it A. And next we know that the product of internal value is equal to product of external values, which is A into P3 plus Q3 is equal to P square minus Q square into P square minus PQ plus Q square. Further we simplify to find the value of A. A is equal to P square minus Q square into P square minus PQ plus Q square over P3 plus Q3 equal to P plus Q, P minus Q into P square minus PQ plus Q square over P3 minus Q3, we write it P plus Q into P square minus PQ plus Q square. And then we simplify these values, cancel with this, plus with minus, plus with plus, P plus Q with P plus Q. The A is P minus Q. Is the answer of fourth proportion of the question. And the last is, which is sixth part, we write the values first. P square minus Q square into P square plus PQ plus Q square, and the second is P3 plus Q3, and the next is P3 minus Q3. Here the fourth proportion is equal to A. So we write the values in proportion, that are P2 minus Q2 into P square minus PQ plus Q square ratio P3 plus Q3 proportion P3 minus Q3 ratio A. And in proportions we know that the product of internal value is equal to product of external values. So we write A P square minus Q square, the other value is P2 minus PQ plus Q2 is equal to P3 plus Q3 into P3 minus Q3. And then we simplify these values. We have A is equal to P3 plus Q3 into P3 minus Q3 over P square minus Q square into P2 minus PQ plus Q square. Now we simplify these values, which are, apply the formula P plus Q into P square minus PQ plus Q square into P minus Q, P square plus PQ plus Q square over P plus Q, P minus Q, and the other value is P square minus PQ plus Q square. Now simplify these values. P plus Q cancel with P plus Q, P minus Q cancel with P minus Q, P square minus PQ plus Q square cancel with P square minus PQ plus Q square, and the value we find is P square plus PQ plus Q square.